Well, good morning. If you can hear the drilling, it's because there is a million zillion things happening. I think every house in this estate is having their garden done at the same time, so the street is just filled with landscapers and trucks and stuff being chucked on the ground and stuff being pulled out the ground. It is like very chaotic. It's like the battle of the gardeners. Anyway, I have been postponing doing a vlog because I have been literally floored. The moment I got back from holidays, I was just floored with, I'm going to say a cold, but it's definitely not a cold. It's like, I'm not sure if it was COVID or what it was, but it was the worst cold I have ever had. Like, I couldn't open my eyes, my head was sore. It lasted about 2 weeks. I was coughing intensely. I had to get antibiotics. It was like a chest infection type of thing, and they said I had sinusitis, so that's why my head was so sore. But it was the most severe cold, and I feel like I'm seeing so many people getting ill and getting this really strange severe cold, and I unfortunately did pass it on to Darren. So it's just been a little bit of an ill household for the past 2 weeks, hence why there was no vlog last week. But yeah, we're all back and healthy now. I'm still like feeling a bit chesty. Like, I went to the gym and my lungs were just not my friend. Like, my lungs are still struggling. Um, but yeah, so much to update you on. Obviously, I came back the holidays. I hope you enjoyed the holiday vlog actually. It was a little bit different. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Came back to Darren, obviously he wasn't with me, so it was so nice to come back and see him, and like, what an improvement. Being away from him from that week and then coming back and seeing him, I was like, you look so good, because obviously he was on the new medication and stuff like that, so there was like a vast improvement. So now he is trying to slowly get back into working. So, like, the last time he worked was like pre-Christmas, so he's slowly trying to get back into that, but he's on like these drugs that really compromises his immune system. So what they said was, stay away from anyone that has the cold because it will affect him more. Obviously I came back with the cold, so that was not the best. I was like trying to sleep in the other room, but because we were away from each other we wanted to be together. So inevitably he got it, and surprisingly it didn't get him as bad as it got me. Like, we were scared that like literally he would end up with pneumonia with like the chesty cough. So that was great that he's kind of over that now. A little bit, still a little bit ill, but apart from that, like, the bigger health issue seems to be like kind of getting under control a little bit. There's still some things to like navigate through, but all in all there is progression, which that's all we can ask for. So that's an update on Darren, because a few people did message me to say like, sorry to hear he's not well and stuff like that, so that was lovely. So yeah, Darren's doing good, I'm back to full health, and the house is just, so much is going on. I'm hiding up here because there has just been work people in the house since I got back. Literally the day I got back people were working, so the study is basically complete, so I'm going to show you that. The garden has been getting work done on it for the past week and a half. There was a lot more work than the gardeners had like anticipated, a lot of like more groundwork, a lot of more digging out and like ground preparation, so it's taken about, yeah, about a week to get all the ground stuff done. So it's one of those things where like you don't see any progress and you're thinking, what are you doing? Am I wasting my money? But it's all in the groundwork, so I just thought they were moving mud around, but obviously they were doing what they needed to do. So now the slabs are starting to go down, the steps are starting to be put in. So once they're gone today, I will take you outside and show you the update and what's been going on. We also purchased the most gorgeous furniture set. I'll pop a picture here. We got it in the sale for like 60% off, so we saved like, I think it was meant to be about 3,000, and we got it for 1,200. Obviously the fire pit, and oh, it just looks so nice, and we got it with the gunmetal kind of structure and then a beigey greigey cushion covers, so hopefully it'll look really lovely once it's in. So that comes in May, so the garden will be done, so it means I can just go straight into the garden, into the setup, rather than having to put it in storage and whatnot. And yeah, so the study's done. I still need to get my own desk to complete it, and I still need to get some artwork and things, but this girl can't afford anything else. Everything is so expensive. So basically last night I was just kind of scrolling through Facebook Marketplace because I just wanted to get a desk in there just for temporary usage, just so I can start to work from there. So I got this, just a plain laminate wood small desk for £15. It's battered, bruised, pre-loved, but it does the job. And then whenever I feel like buying my own proper, so I want to get one of those nice big thick chunky oak desks with the nice big feet, but they're extortionate, so that won't be anytime soon. All the money is going to the garden, so yeah. So yeah, I'll show you the study. Ta-da! Please ignore this is the temporary desk that I picked up. It's a little bit too short. I think I want it a touch wider. This is obviously just the dining table desk chair, so I will replace that obviously, but the main feature is my gorgeous new built-ins. So bespoke cupboards all on the bottom. Inside they're basically just, I didn't paint inside, I didn't have time, just shelving, and then in this double one I got them to put in a little runner drawer so I can stock up on envelopes and just have that as a pull-out drawer, and then the same is in there. And this is a great feature which I love. So if I pull this out, very simple, everyone's seen it, but a little poppy up kind of socket thing. So push the button and up it comes, just so I don't have to like go in the cupboard to get to the sockets and stuff. Here obviously my gorgeous tongue and groove panelling. I'm going to get a nice bit of artwork to put in here. And then these lights are from Light and Direct. Now if I show you, we were going to hardwire lights and have the cables running along the inside, but it means I would lose sockets, which I didn't want to do. So these were cheaper, and they're basically just remote control. And they're perfect, and they were £25 each, and they literally just stick on by a magnetic pad which you screw onto the wall. So if I was to just pull that, it comes off and it's all just battery operated. So yeah, it's literally the best thing ever. And then I've just kind of briefly styled up. I've put some of my work on show because obviously I'll be doing consultations, obviously my award, and then just little bits that I've been gathering. These are obviously from Charles Interior, which I done a little homeware haul of. Picked this up from HomeSense, picked this up from HomeSense, picked this up from HomeSense. I actually picked this up from B&M, and hands down it is the best diffuser. It literally smells out the entire room, so I went and purchased so many and they're dotted around the house. I also just picked this up from B&M. It literally was like £4, but it matches the wall lights perfectly. So yeah, this is how the study's looking. I'm very pleased. Obviously once the artwork's in, it'll just bring that a bit to life more, and then when I've got my nice desk in, it'll be so much better. The car is my safe place, and that's where we are right now. If my makeup looks a little bit blotchy, it's because I've went back to Alana to have my second dose of my fat dissolving injections in my chin. Now, I was going to report back on the first one, but it was really hard to tell because, as I mentioned, I was really unwell and my neck was so swollen, like with my glands and everything, so it was really hard to tell if it was the injections that had worked or if it looked slimmer because I was so swollen. So yeah, it was hard to tell. So obviously this is my second one. I've got one more to go. She did take before pictures before the first round, so I'll share them after my third one. So that will be in May is my last appointment. But I was watching a vlog back someone had asked me about my hair journey, so I'd went on that vlog, and looking back at that vlog versus seeing my chin now talking, there was definitely more of a underhang, if that makes sense. So it'll be interesting to see what the final result looks like, and then it'll be really interesting to see how it looks once I've done all 3 rounds and then had the filler. This will just be so snatched. I say that because that's what I'm manifesting. Anyway, I've had that appointment. I'm at Starbucks. I'm going to get a coffee and then go home and check in on the gardeners and see how they're doing. One thing I'd put on my Instagram today is I'm going to do like a Q&A vlog all about the wedding. So that won't obviously be live now, but if there's any questions that you want me to answer about the wedding, about wedding planning, about my own wedding, about my tips, about anything really, even about work, obviously I'm in the wedding industry, let me know, and I'm going to do a separate Q&A all about the weddings. I feel like it'd be very interesting, because I've been watching a few myself. Obviously I am getting married, so I've been watching a few and they're quite interesting, and it's good to get other people's ideas and perspectives, especially if you're planning your own. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, so let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, let's go get a coffee. Well, I'm home and I forgot I did a big beauty pie order. Basically, I've not ordered from them in ages. So you pay a £50 yearly fee and you get massively discounted beauty products. Basically, Beauty Pie is like the middleman between the manufacturers and the really high-end skincare. So effectively, it's kind of like your Elizabeth Arden, Estee Lauder, all the really high-end skincare products in Beauty Pie packaging at literally a fraction of the price. So let me show you what I got. So I think I saved about £300 on what the retail value would be. Right, let me just unpackage everything. So I got I've used some of these before, so I know that they're good. So I got the Super Healthy Skin Body Wash. This was like £10 or something. Just like a moisturising body wash. Everything is kind of natural, so it's got lemon butter, orange extract, aloe vera, almond oil. So it's like super nourishing on the skin. Oh, right, okay, so... Oh, this is the Under Eye Genius, and I've seen people raving and raving about this. It's basically just like a little cream. It's kind of like this colour, and you just pop it under your eyes, like either before makeup or after makeup throughout the day, just to give your eyes that little bit of extra brightness and make you look and feel a little bit fresher. So I'm very excited to try this. I might try this later on in the day once kind of my makeup's kind of died down and I'm feeling a little bit dull. But from the reviews and what I've seen people reviewing this, it's meant to be really good and it's like super cheap. So I got that. Then I also thought I'd try their concealer. Comes in loads of different shades. I've not actually seen any reviews of this, but I thought, why not try it? So I got shade Shell, which was kind of not the lightest, but one of the lightest ones for under the eyes. And it actually looks like it would blend really nicely. So I'll give that a try tomorrow. Then I also got I'm sure I got the concealer brush somewhere, or did I remove that from my basket? I think I might have removed that from my basket. But I did get the Seamless Foundation Buffing Brush, which is meant to be good. I'm kind of overusing a sponge. I think I'd mentioned that I was kind of putting my foundation on my hands, rubbing it in, and then kind of blending it out just for like maximum cover, and I don't want any waste. I find like with a beauty blender you get a lot of wastage. So I thought, let's try a brush, which I believe is the second best in terms of wastage. It is smaller than I thought it would be, but it definitely feels Feels soft. I'll give that a try tomorrow as well. Then the rest is skincare, I believe. Oh yeah, I've had this before. This is the Soul Provider's Re-Energizing Dry Oil Sugar Scrub, and this is like a must coming into summer. It literally just exfoliates your entire body, natural, but it's got an oil in it, so it doesn't leave you feeling dry. Like some scrubs, like salt scrubs specifically, I find leave me feeling really dry. This is like very nourishing, and I come out feeling super soft but hydrated, and it literally smells like the best thing you'll ever smell in your life. So stocked up on this, pre-tried already, and I can tell you that it's amazing. Then I think I got the matching body butter. Yes, the Super Healthy Skin Deluxe Body Moisture Cream with softening hibiscus flower oil droplets and nourishing shea butter. I've pre-tried this already and it is super, super lovely. Oh, yes, it smells amazing. It actually reminds me of holidays. Like, I think I must have taken this on holiday last year because it's giving me like flashbacks. But it smells so nice, like literally the best feeling using the scrub in the shower, coming out and putting the cream on, and I promise you, you'll feel amazing. Oh yes! So then I got, right, let's try to do this in order of how I would use it. So, I have run out of my Paula's Choice toner, so I thought I would try one of the Beauty Pie ones. So I got the Dr. Glycolic Pore Purifying Glow Toner. I feel like my pores have been screaming for some help recently. It had really good reviews, so I'm going to use this after I cleanse tonight. Then I got the Plantastic Overnight Miracle Face Oil. Again, this is all natural ingredients in here. And it's just like a little oil. One thing I love with the Beauty Pie packaging is that it's just very minimal, like it just looks nice on your shelves. A couple other face creams that I got, because I have none left, is I got the Super Healthy Skin Ultimate Anti-Aging Cream, because you're never too young to start using anti-aging products. Hyaluronic acid, so nice and hydrating, plant bioactives. So I think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use this as a night cream, so it can do its thing while I'm sleeping. And then for my day cream, I got the Japan Fusion Power Elixir Moisturiser with antioxidants, vitamin C for brightening. I've used the Japan Fusion Serum, which everyone raves by. It is very nice and hydrating, but I thought I would try the actual cream. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is everything. Yeah, that is everything. So I'm going to give all these a try and I will report back on how I find. Well, the gardeners are gone, so let me show you the update. Things have progressed a little today as the slabs have gone down, and I feel like you can already see like the reflection on my face. Like, it looks so much brighter. I'm not even sure if I've shown a before of the garden. I'll insert a quick little snippet here of what the garden looked like before. We've basically had to dig up everything, level everything off. Our plan was just to have one step coming out the back door, but because it was so uneven, we kind of excavated more, and we've got 2 steps coming out, but let me show you. So we come out the back, 2 little steps, and basically we've levelled off all of this and all of this, and then those are the flush planterns. So coming off the slabs will be like the beds there, and then this bit here will be steps down. But how lovely are these slabs? And we're going to go for like a cream grout, so it kind of blends in as one. And this is from the back, so we're going to have little black lights here and here, just for some outside lighting. We're going to double slat this fence but have it horizontal for privacy, and then have black up and down lights running right along here and along here, and then this corner here is where our big seating area and fire pit will be, and then down here will just be artificial grass, and then obviously we will get a fence and a gate put up here. But I am loving these slabs. So I'm actually just about to go in the bath. I'm going to try out all my products and just get all cozy and exfoliated and moisturised and then have a chill evening. But I thought before I do that, obviously it's the end of the day, so my makeup has been on for quite some time, and it's looking like it needs a little freshen up. So I'm going to try the under eye cream, and I believe you literally just put it on your finger. It's a nice creamy texture. Okay, I think a little bit goes a long way. And then you just rub it under your eyes. Maybe I'll try this brush that I got. Do we see a difference? Maybe it will hold you over at the window. This one's defo brighter. You can see it in the inner corner. Yeah, I think that definitely brightens up your under eye. That's a great little thing to have in your makeup bag, and it's not too heavy, and it's not a concealer, it's just a brightener, so this is perfect for like no makeup days, things like that, but just to still give you a bit of a brighter eye and a brighter look. This will be such a saviour on a hangover day. Good morning, the sun is shining and the puff sleeves are on, which means it's technically summer in my eyes. I'm up and ready. Obviously I've been to the gym and I have got myself together, and I tried out the Beauty Pie stuff. So I don't have any foundation on, I have my By Terry CC serum on, and then I used the concealer on the stick rather than the under eye cream, and I've kind of dotted it around my face when I've got blemishes, and I feel like it's a really nice coverage, like not too much, because sometimes I think when a concealer is too thick and too much coverage when you're not wearing foundation, it's quite hard to blend out and make it look natural. But this is just kind of the right consistency and coverage that your skin still looks like your skin, but it's just kind of covering up those little bits that you don't really want to be on show. Speaking of little bits that you don't want to be on show on your face, I seem to have broken out. I always break out around my chin, but my pores seem to be, I don't know, not doing well, which I've never had a problem with my pore size or blackheads or anything like that, so I feel like I'm in need for like a facial. So I kind of want to try the hydrofacial. I've never had it done before, but it looks like it just kind of declogs all your pores. It really gives your skin a really deep clean, and I believe it hydrates as well. So I'm going to look into anywhere in Edinburgh that does it. So if anyone knows, let me know, because I really want to try it. I want to get my skin feeling really nice and clean and fresh and blemish free for summer, because I don't really want to wear like heavy foundation in the summer. So that's my plan of action. Mr. Cole is here, so he's going absolutely crazy at the gardeners, which are obviously in the garden. He is not friendly with them yet, are you? You think they are in your territory. You own the streets here, don't you? He thinks he owns the entire estate, but you don't. I also actually had a really deep 4-hour long deep clean of the house at the weekend, and I tried some like TikTok trends of to keep your home fresh and smelling nice for spring. I'm going to share them with you because I think they're actually quite good, and now that they're tried and tested I can vouch for them. So we're in the main bathroom, and the first trick was I got like a wax candle and just rubbed it on here and then buffed it in, and what it does is any water that goes on the top it just kind of sits there rather than like sits on top, and then when you wipe it, it just kind of goes away and it doesn't leave any watermarks. So that is trick number one, which definitely works and I'm very pleased with. Trick number two is on the inside of your toilet roll, call inspecting, basically you rub a cotton pad with disinfectant, like a nice smelling one, around the trims of your toilet roll, and it basically just makes your bathroom smell really nice, especially if you have like in the downstairs bathroom there's like quite a few toilet rolls stacked up in a little thing, and it just makes everything smell nice and fresh. And trick number three, which is my favourite, is so inside my cushions I have put dryer sheets. He is inspecting everything. Nothing for you, sir. Dryer sheets, which smell really nice, and if you stuff them in your cushions, it just keeps your room, whatever room you have them in, just smelling really fresh. So this pillow smells really nice. I've only put it in this one because, I don't know, I was scared in case it like ruined my other ones, but I'm going to put them in the mall now, and then I don't know, just change them every maybe 2 weeks or something. I think that was all my tricks that I tried. Oh, I also put a couple cotton pads with the same disinfectant. I got like an orange smelling one, I think. Put that on some cotton pads and put it in the bottom of my bin just to make your bin kind of smell a bit better. The garden is also progressing really nicely. They're starting to lay the slabs in it down now, so it's like quick, fast progression that's like visible to see. So at the end of today I will show you another update because it's not even lunchtime and the progress is really great. So I'm hoping by the end of the day most of the slabs of level 1 will be complete. Also, what did we think of this? So I was telling our gardener, because we're in a new build estate, that he should flyer and, you know, put around his business cards because there will be a lot of people that would want work, so it'd be good business for him. But people have just been coming in the garden, like neighbours that I've met briefly. Like a neighbour I met on the day we moved in, she brought us a gift which was lovely. I'm in the house, I sit in the study in the living room, you can, in the front of the house, you can see me. Like when you're walking by, you can see in and you can see me sitting at my desk. And yesterday I heard the gardener talking to somebody and I thought it was maybe like a supplier that had came or something, but you know when you can tell by the tone of somebody's voice they're talking to somebody that they don't know. And it was a neighbour that had just like walked into the garden to speak to them. Now I find that a bit rude. Like I wouldn't just walk into someone's garden even if I'd spoken to them. I don't know if that's just me. So I went out after and he was like, oh yeah, there's people that have been coming in and having a nosy and asking about like my business and stuff, and I was like, get out my garden. Bizarre. Very bizarre. Well, it's the end of the working day and very windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but let me show you the garden update. So much has been completed. This side's pretty much done, except the edges obviously that will run into the steps. I'm not sure how they're going to do that a little bit, but it is looking great. So I've got all this side left to do, but so far so good. I'm off now for a sunny walk at Crammond. These are the days when I miss living close to Portville. Hello, mister. Attempting to mow this grass, which is literally 25,000 feet deep. Look at Mr. Brown. He's absolutely livid. He's just raging to do that. He's doing that. I don't know why. He's in a bad mood, but the grass is so long it needed to be trimmed and we didn't have a lawnmower, so it just literally sprouted about 7,000 inches over the space of a night. And obviously we've been having all the stuff stored, so we didn't see the point in doing it, but it's just too much. He looks like he's struggling a little bit. I am dying. These frames, obviously, from a while ago, I've just never got around to getting the prints done to put in them. And they've arrived and they are literally giving me all the feels. They're just so cute. We've got our little nephew when he was a wee baby. We've got my niece on her birthday. We've got obviously my favourite, my grandma being a model when she was younger. And then we've got what will be Darren's favourite, I'll imagine. What's your favourite, your grandma? Darren's grandma. And then we have our engagement photo. And then actually this is both of our favourites, the King Cole. So we're going to put them up now and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. They are up and they look so good. It's hard to see because of the glare, but they look fabulous. So much brighter than what they were before. I just think my grandma literally looks like a model. She looks like she's from a Coca-Cola advert. And he's just the cutest. He's just the cutest. I never got to meet this lady, but rumour has it she was also fabulous. She's a princess. I just love having all of our favourite people on this wall.